How's it going, everybody? I'm Nick. Today we're going to be doing a public service announcement on locking tuners. Before we get into this may trigger you. Alright, you may get angry. That's fine. Ultimately, I'm going to tell you why I'm doing this video, and then I'm going to talk about locking tuners. So, let's go back a few months. My buddy sent me a picture and was like, hey, look at this guitar. What's wrong with it? And it was like, I mean, it's got locking tuners and, you know, strings are wrapped. And he's like, yeah, I've been seeing this a lot lately. He's like, are we doing this wrong? And I was like, no. And here's why. So, go even further back. Back in 2014, I bought a Sterling by Music Man JP70, and I was having some tuning stability issues. So I reached out to both Sterling and Music Man and was like, hey, I'm having tuning stability issues. Why? First thing both companies asked me was like, hey, send me pictures of your tuning post and your bridge. Okay. So I did that, and both of them like immediately replied, you're not supposed to wrap your strings around the tuning post. Okay. After I restrung the guitar, I didn't wrap it. I pulled it real tight through, locked it down, and I didn't have tuning stability issues ever since. I'm not the first person to make a video like this talking about how to do this. I'm probably the first person to make a meme and ask all the communities that I was in, essentially, how do you do this? Now, why did I initiate the meme? Like, what triggered that was this guitar, this Schecter Cam7 Mark III. It's a Keith Merrow. It's the artist model, right? Or Keith Merrow signature. Showed up. The strings were wrapped, and it kind of blew me away. Absolutely a pet peeve of mine to have the string straight go through. Now, when I posted the meme, a whole bunch of people were like, oh, it's my OCD, that, you know, it's got to be wrapped. Nobody said that it had to be wrapped 2 times or 3 times, so that's clearly not OCD. I'm OCD. Very much about geometry, symmetry, straight lines. You can ask any one of my coworkers, they'll be like, yeah, that dude's very particular. Anal retentive, right? Now, for me, the strings coming straight through the straight through the nut into the tuning post is a big thing for me. That's why I do not care for Gibsons. Besides, you know, the heads just fall off. They're not headless guitars. Weird, right? And to speak of that, right, headless guitars are essentially locking tuners. They lock in the nut. I mean, they go through the nut and lock in at the block at the top with Allen keys. If that's the case, you know, it's kind of a telltale sign that, you know, locking tuners, you're supposed to just pull the string through as tight as you can and lock it in. If you can't pull it through real tight, get yourself some pliers and hold the string and pull it through as tight as you can. If you still can't, go to the gym. Lift some heavy things. What I do is I pull the string through, and I hold it, wrap it around my finger, pull it tight, and let the guitar's body essentially be a counterweight on the string to get it tight through. Alright, so this is how you actually string up locking tuners. String goes straight through, pull it as tight as you can, right? Make sure it's all the way through, and then you lock down the locking tuners on the string, and then you only tighten it to the tuning. Helps tuning stability. Now, another thing, on my Music Man, there's not enough space on these tuning posts, on all of them, to wrap the strings. On this one, you definitely cannot, all the way on this bass side. This 80 gauge string, I mean, hell, with a 72, when I had it tuned to A, I could not wrap it. Like, there's no way it could wrap. It just, it blows my mind. Like, it doesn't make any sense. So ultimately, if it works for you, it works for you. Don't change it just because I made a meme and, you know, I'm some perturbed guy on the internet that did 3 takes before on this video, and, you know, I didn't turn the mic up volume up, or I didn't hit record on the video. Just do what makes you feel happy. But ultimately, if you're trying to do it right, don't give me a pile of poop and tell me it's dessert. Alright? Like, it's supposed to be pulled through, tightened down with these fasteners on the back, and then just tuned up. Alright? You just tune up. That's essentially it. Alright? That's my rant. That's my 2 cents. That's my opinion. Whatever you want to call it. If this made you angry, leave a comment. Leave some hate comments in the bottom. Ultimately, it'll probably make me laugh. Give me a thumbs down, sure. But what I would really appreciate is if you give a thumbs up and you subscribe, because then I can make some more videos like this. My opinions, my takes on things, public service announcements, whatever it may be. Let me know what other videos you'd like to see. What other hot topics are out there? What pet peeves do you have as a guitarist? Let me know. I mean, let me know what your pet peeves are as a musician in general. If you're a drummer, I'll walk out and, you know, go to some music stores and find some people doing what you're saying and try to make a video about it. Let me know what your take is. But ultimately, I think this is kind of a funny topic. Some of the comments, people are getting real heated when I made that meme, and they were just going off the deep end on some hatred. So let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, and I hope you actually have a good day. So, thank you.
This has been a public service announcement. And how?